Hey everybody, it's Tim, and today we're talking about sensors and transducers. As you know, sensors and transducers are virtually everywhere. I'm talking to you right now through a microphone, which is a transducer, and I have two little neat sensors right here. One of which is an ultrasonic sensor. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Come on, camera. Boom, right there. We have an ultrasonic sensor. We also have a motion detector sensor right here, and these connect to the Arduino board. If you have a little electrical kit, I have a complete starter kit or whatever that is. Honestly, haven't played around with it too much, but I'm excited to do that. And of course, as humans, we have a couple of different senses of our own. We have our eyes, we have our ears, we have our tongue, we have our skin, and of course, we have our nose. Now, speaking of noses, researchers at Seoul National University recently developed a bioelectric nose using micelle-stabilized olfactory receptors. Which sounds cool enough, but this particular sensor is able to detect diacetyl, which is a buttery flavored compound found in things like beer, wine, butter, milk, and yogurt. All cool stuff, really. But here's the kicker. You see, the thing is, the researchers were actually looking at fermented beverages and alcohols. What they were able to do is detect diacetyl levels within fermented beverages. They determined that they could detect diacetyl levels within makgeolli, which is a Korean fermented beverage, but they could not detect it in soju. So this was a way of differentiating between beverages that contain diacetyl. Now, of course, this has a couple of key implications for just food and beverage overall, but also it's linked to a couple of other illnesses and factors, and that's what we're going to delve into just here shortly. Alright, so we're here on good old trusted slides. I'm just going to really quickly highlight some of their key findings. First, on importance, one of the applicable areas of detecting diacetyl is to ensure that consumers avoid hyperingestion of the compound, which can cause undesirable diseases like lung disease, Alzheimer's, and bronchiolitis. Second, on precision, they found that they were able to use their bioelectric nose to detect diacetyl down to 10 femtomolar, which they say is more sensitive than the human sensory system. Lastly, on detection, the researchers used fluorescence imaging techniques and atomic force microscopy of the receptors to evaluate the electrical response of the sensor. Overall, it's pretty complicated, but the system involved receptor proteins and carbon nanotubes to elicit a response in conductance. Addition of diacetyl-containing compounds increased the conductance of the biosensor, which was compared to imaging techniques and fluorescence assays previously administered. Thank you for listening, and I hope you gathered a sense of just what we can do. I'm sorry I had to, It's like 4 a.m. Okay, bye.